You there, viewer at home, are you struggling with Deadly Assault? Fail to reach even 6 stars, let alone 9? Do you feel like HP inflations are getting out of hand? And the bosses are messing your team comp, including miasma? Well, luckily for you, this video probably won't fix your issues directly. But I can give you tips and tricks on how to get better at Deadly Assault. Some introductions may be needed. I am Professor ZD at the BANGBOO Operations and Offensive Battle Institution, or BOOBY for short, and I'm gonna try and help you get confident with Zenless Zone Zero Deadly Assault mode and get you that 6-star clear with maximum performance point, because we care about teaching you the ins and outs of Deadly Assault, perfecting your builds and runs for the most optimal clear as possible. Granted, this video won't help out all your problems with Deadly Assault. Most of it comes down to you actually beating Deadly Assault by yourself, but I'll try my best to guide you through these 5 tips that I actually find useful while beating DA. Also, this is from my personal experience and finding while studying for Deadly Assault. There will be a bigger DA video in the work that helps solve like half of your issues with this game mode. So if you're interested in a larger scale Deadly Assault video coming your way, be sure to subscribe for future update on that video. And I gotta give a shout out to my 2 channel members, Starbit and Vesper, for single-handedly helping the channel massively. If you want to join and support, it's only $1 a month and it helps out the channel greatly. With the shameless plug out of the way, the first tip I want to give you is to read. Like literally, read the boss. Listen, I know it's hard for gacha players to read something for 10 seconds, but just take a look. You gain a lot of useful information just by reading the boss. Like, it shouldn't be this difficult to spend 5 seconds looking at the requirements for this DA. Most people are gonna go into a run and just feel it out, just for them to get 0 performance point on the boss. Like, what are we doing here? Some of them have really specific condition like causing disorder or break this certain thing to interrupt the boss. While some are easy as defensive assists, like literally parrying the boss give you performance points. It's literally free for you to earn. So please, before getting into any of the boss and actually wasting your attempt, read the condition. Not just their weaknesses, but their conditions and resistance. Both the Fiend and the Defiler have conditions that prevent a certain type of damage like anomaly or regular DPS, for example. While some conditions aren't stated directly in the wall of text that you may see, so please do your research before wasting an attempt. It's such a simple fact that most people don't even consider doing. Speaking of, tip number 2, checking your agent's skill, disk drives, and vengeance. This may seem obvious, but some people don't even have their skills leveled up. Building your character is extremely important, and I've seen a lot of people not leveling up their skills or even core skills. Look, I know that spending your staminas on disk drives are really important, but you gotta start farming skill chips and get the recommended skills up to at least level 8 to 9. Obviously, you don't need to go so far as to level up all the skills to 12, 11 is good enough, but please make sure your core skills are maxed out and your recommended skills need to be at least level 8. Now before we get into the actual boss, here's tip number 3, sharing is caring. Deadly Assault can be cleared one by one, which means all your agents can share the same disk drive and vengeance with each others. For example, I have both Ching-Yi and Lighter, and they both share the same disk drives and vengeance with each others. That means I can use the correct disk drive on Ching-Yi and re-equip the same disk and vengeance to Lighter after using it on Ching-Yi. Treat your team comp like a communist state. Share your disk and vengeance with each others. And make sure to equip and re-equip them after you're done with the boss. I know it's tedious, but hey, we gotta work with what we have. Your agents will thank you for it. Now finally, after leveling up your skills and equipping the correct disk and vengeance for them, you are finally ready to beat Deadly Assault. If you want to fail miserably and proceed to only get 3 stars because you planned your team comp poorly. Tip number 4, spreading your comps correctly. Try not to put your strongest DPS with your strongest support. Try to spread them out. It's really depressing to see one of your team does extremely well, meanwhile the other one just falls flat and not get a single star. Managing your teams are extremely important. Don't put all your best agents in one basket. Instead, spread them out. For example, rather than pairing Miyabi with Yuzuha, aka 2 tier 0 agents with each others, instead, separate them. Miyabi doesn't need Yuzuha to reach 20k. Instead, pair either Lycon or Sokaku with her. Hell, even Lucy works with her. Then you can put that Yuzuha to some other teams that actually needs help, like an Alice team. Now everyone's happy, your Miyabi will do just fine in grabbing 20k, and your Alice Adombe team can finally reach that 20k. Now obviously some bosses will require hyper carry for you to beat them. Sometimes you can't win them all, so you gotta cut your losses on a few bosses and move on with your day. As a reminder, you don't need 9 stars to collect all the polychromes. 6 stars will do just fine. Alright, finally, after reading about the boss, leveling up their skills, sharing resources, and managing your team comp, you can finally go beat up the boss. Then you realize your rotation is terrible, dying before your first stun window cause you don't know what to do. Final tip, familiarize yourself with the boss. Basically just skill issues. This is kind of a tip, but not really, cause this is when the real fun actually begins, learning the boss's pattern. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, this takes a lot of trial and error. To fully master the boss rotation and the miasma phase takes a long time to do it. This genuinely takes skills, and you can only gain them by actually playing and replaying the same thing over and over again. Luckily, there are no limits for Deadly Assault, so you can just go in, learn their patterns, and get better at the game. Your team comps and agents helps a lot in these runs, but ultimately, you gotta have some knowledge or skills to the game to actually beat the boss here. And yes, I know, HP inflation bad, but that just means you gotta lock in for now until, or even if, they actually fix the damn thing. So, to recap, 1. Read the boss's condition and performance to help select the perfect DPS and support for the job. 2. Make sure your agent skills are leveled up, preferably level 8 and F core on all of your agents. 3. Sharing is caring. Make sure to spread out your disc and vengeance if your agents are missing any. 4th, spreading and balancing your team comp is key to reaching 6 stars. Don't put all your agents in one basket. 5th and final, trials and tribulation. Keep on learning the boss's pattern till one day you finally manage to defeat them. And that's kinda all the 5 tips and tricks that I found to be super useful when dealing against Deadly Assault bosses. Obviously, there are a lot more nits and gritty stuff about DA that I kinda want to share, so if you wanna see a grander DA video in the future, please subscribe. Also, if I missed anything or there are any tips out there that you think are helpful, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to hard react to it or even pin it. With that being said, thank you to Starbit and Vesper again for being a channel membership. I can't stress out how much this helps me, by the way. And shout out to Paragari, Insert, JKNYC, Krizo, Ohia, Ray, Maxstone Crow, and Ventilla for boosting the server. Thank you all so much for helping me out. And thank you for staying till the end. The Church of BANGBOO bids you farewell. And I'm out.